They thought they were getting a second chance at life, but tonight 4 organ transplant patients have been given the devastating news. Their donor had HIV, and now they do too. CBS 2's Mary Beth McDade is live with how the tainted organs got through. Mary Beth.
Well, Paul, we found out that an additional test is done here in downtown L.A. to make sure that what happened in Chicago doesn't happen here in Southern California. 4 people at 3 Chicago area hospitals thought they were getting the gift of life. Instead, they were given a new death sentence. They contracted HIV and hepatitis C from a known high-risk organ donor.
And as with all organ recovery agencies, standard serological testing was done on the donor that showed negative. As it turned out, the donor had been exposed to HIV only weeks before becoming an organ donor.
Bryan Stewart is with OneLegacy, the agency in charge of organ transplants in Southern California. He tells us the donor wasn't given a second, more accurate test because his Chicago counterparts don't have a lab set up to do it.
The first test is standard serological testing, and that looks for antibodies that show up when someone has been exposed to a disease. But antibodies take a while to form. The second test you can do is called NAT testing, N-A-A-T. And what that does is it actually looks for the genetic material of the virus itself.
Well, Stewart also says that the NAT testing is very expensive, but because L.A. has such a high rate of communicable diseases, it's one of the few areas in the country with a lab set up to perform it. For now, reporting live in downtown Los Angeles, Mary Beth McDade, CBS 2 News.
Thank you, Mary Beth.